got the Mayo Clinic's fact sheet about influenza virus vaccine live nasal route. And I've got 3 stacks of news on the flu. I'm going to collate through this. At 8 after next hour, I'm going to do a segment on flu, the latest developments. I kind of procrastinate when I look at the stack and go, ugh, because it's so horrible and so unbelievable. But it's really happening. Influenza, they admit it's going to spread the flu. I mean, these guys commit huge crimes right out in front of no one, and they just get away with it. It's like Hardin, Montana, where they have a convicted felon for scams running the police department, running the jail, running the detention center, and they admit he's a criminal, and the local boss hogs say, we don't care, he's going to run things. And it's like this, oh yeah, we're spreading the flu. And then they're fear-mongering, saying it's killing large portions of pregnant women that get it, but that's out of the sick and impaired women that went to the hospital with H1N1, 25% died. I mean, this flu is already on track to peak next week. But that was under the regular gauge. Now that it's been nasally sprayed into people where it will breed and then be sneezed back out on you, get ready for it to just spread like wildfire. And it'll be in plain view and nobody will get in trouble. Mayo Clinic. Oh, man. I've got to somehow get emotionally divorced from all of this because it's just too much. It's too unbelievable that we're this bad. We're this stupid. That they're banning neighbors keeping each other's kids, that they're banning farms and ranches that aren't government controlled, that they're banning side of the road pumpkin stands, that it's just scum, government scum. And all the worship of government, and the PSAs and the ads and the Stasis and the citizen spies and all of it being announced. Why does this have to happen? Why? And they admit all over the country, small-town police are just robbing everyone on the road, stealing their wallets, and then they don't even get in trouble. I mean, it's just... Maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good they're spreading the flu. Maybe it's good they're putting poison in the water. Maybe it's good they've gone from 1 in 25,000 with autism to 1 in 96. Maybe it's good they're putting sodium fluoride in the water, which they admit doubles bone cancer. One of the hundreds of things. Maybe dying of bone cancer is good. Maybe I've been wrong. I mean, how do these people like it? How do they think it's funny? How do I get the way they are and not care anymore? Maybe there is something wrong with me that I'm at a hotel after leaving foreign mercenaries taking over a town. I go to the Billings Hotel and there's police and Homeland Security with little kids training them to be spies. And maybe I should have just gone, oh, thank you, spies. It's so American. Maybe I should have just fallen down on my knees and began worshiping them. Maybe I should have just, maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe I've got something wrong with me that seeing a bunch of kids being trained to spy on their parents is bad. Maybe I am the bad person. I mean, let me ask you guys, is it bad that I don't think the state should be training people's kids to spy on their parents? Maybe that's good. Jaron Nyhart, you have any comments? No, I mean, seriously, maybe we are bad. Maybe kids spying on their parents, trained by the feds, is normal. Maybe Nazi Germany was good. Maybe Stalinist Russia was good. Maybe Mao was good. Maybe we were the bad guys 50, 60 years ago saying that was bad. Maybe Hitler and Mao were right. Maybe Lenin was right. Maybe we are the bad guys. Maybe George Washington, like FEMA teaches, is bad. Maybe Thomas Jefferson is bad. Maybe the UN's right. Cutting all the sarcasm. Folks, we're in a lot of trouble. I don't have to tell most of you that. And I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, hardcore classical tyranny is running wild. And I can't believe how bad it is. I mean, I'm not even looking for this stuff. And it's staring me in the eye everywhere. And I know they're putting stuff in the vaccines to give us brain damage and cancer. And it pisses me off, man. I want to bring these people to justice. But somehow we've got to get other people to have a hunger to bring these criminals to justice. Somehow we got to reach out to the public. And I know we're trying, and I know our numbers are growing, but let's just go to your phone calls, and I'm going to cover the flu and everything else. Let's go ahead and talk to, who's up next here? Janet in Michigan. Thanks for holding her on the air.
Hi there, Alex. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Well, this is my opinion. With all the shit that I've seen,
Man, we're going to have to let you go, okay? This is a syndicated radio show. All right. Let's go ahead and take another call here. Let's go ahead and talk to Rachel in Oregon. Rachel, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm calling because I was in traffic the other day in downtown Portland, and I saw a vehicle that had police written on it in big letters, but above it, and it just passed us in the intersection. It said federal, and then after it was one word, and then below it another. So I think it said
No,
federal.
they do have federal and what they call national police that are federal showing up everywhere. I see them all the time here in Austin. And, I mean, think about Obama saying, I want year-round school. States won't get their money unless they have 12 months of school. How did the federal government – these are not independent school districts. They're little local whorehouse groups that get federal money that came from the states to begin with to follow their orders. And it's disgusting.
Now, are these new, or are they just something I haven't noticed before?
We first started seeing federal police back in the early 1990s. But no, under Homeland Security, they're federalizing everything. Every major department's already been completely federalized. And they're even putting Army liaisons in. And they're putting them into these threat fusion centers normally run by the Pentagon. And they, every month, show the cops a new feature. Oh, today we're going to show you how to track everybody in real time. And the cops are just happy to be there. They're honored members of the department. And the FEMA gets up and says, under an emergency system, we're looking for terrorists or criminals. You just put in their social security number, and all known cell phones registered under their name under the Telecommunications Act come up live. So they put in Alex Jones's social security number, and bloop, there he is right there on this street in South Austin. And, you know, they just keep introducing the new slave grid. Oh, now here's a license plate reading system. And then they tell them, if anybody does anything, go ahead and put them in a database. Put as many Americans as you can in the database. And they just turned them all into little federal secret police.
And we thought Portland was going to be pretty difficult to get to pass the flu, because there's a lot of people here who would probably oppose it, but it's getting stranger and stranger out here.
It is. God bless you. Good to hear from you. It is getting insane. It doesn't matter if your town's liberal, your town's conservative. They just come in. Look, most mayors and county commissioners are social climbers, and they get taken to the state house. They get taken to federal meetings. They get flown to meetings, and they're told, you move up the power structure if you implement this. And the same global system is being implemented worldwide. They're making neighbor kids visiting your kids at your house illegal worldwide. They're making being normal illegal. They're making just living your life illegal. They're doing it everywhere.